It started with a smell. Jonah moved into the old rental house at the edge of Gray Hollow because it was cheap and came with no questions asked. He liked that. No lease, no ID check, just $400 cash every month slipped under the landlord's office door in a town that barely existed on any map. The house was silent, heavy silent, like the walls were muffling sounds on purpose. The floor creaked even when he wasn't moving. Sometimes, late at night, the TV would flicker on even though it wasn't plugged in. But it was the smell that woke him up. A wet, sour stench like rotting meat and mildew. It wafted from beneath the floorboards of the living room. At first, Jonah thought it was a dead animal under the house, but no animal could stay dead for 3 weeks and still get stronger every day. One night, just after 2 a.m., Jonah sat on the couch, unable to sleep. He swore he could hear breathing. Not his own, something low and moist, coming from under the floor. He pulled the rug away and saw a hatch. Wood, bolted down with rusted nails and covered in deep scratch marks. It hadn't been there before. He should have left. He almost did. But curiosity, that old familiar sickness, got the better of him. He pried the hatch open. A yawning hole gaped in the floor, descending into darkness that seemed thicker than it should have been. He lowered his phone with the flashlight on. It didn't illuminate anything. The light just stopped, like it hit liquid shadow. Then the phone flickered. Then it buzzed. Then it died. And then he heard it. A voice. No, not one voice. Many, speaking in a language his brain tried to forget as soon as it heard it. The words felt like insects crawling over his ears and under his skin. He slammed the hatch shut, but it was too late. That night, his dreams were filled with teeth. Walls of them. Chewing, whispering, smiling, with no lips. He woke up bleeding from his nose and ears. His fingernails were torn as if he'd been scratching at something in his sleep. Each night, the smell got worse and the voices got louder. During the day, Jonah tried to leave. He packed up, started the car, but it wouldn't move. The tires spun in place, even though the ground was dry. He walked down the road for hours, but always ended up back at the house. The town didn't help. The few people he saw stared at him with glassy eyes and stitched lips, literally stitched shut. Black thread, like they were keeping something in or something out. Jonah screamed. No one reacted. He tried burning the house down. The fire wouldn't catch. The wood wouldn't take a spark, like it had already been burned long ago and was still smoldering in some other timeline. On the 7th night, he gave up. He sat on the couch, hatch wide open in front of him, waiting, and something came out. It wasn't fast. It crawled slowly, like it was enjoying the way his breath hitched with every inch. It didn't have eyes, just a face like a split-open mouth, filled with other mouths, endlessly whispering things no human should ever understand. Jonah screamed as it took him, but no sound came out. No one ever saw him again. Weeks later, the house was listed again. Cheap, no ID check, cash only. The rug is back in place, the hatch is waiting, and the mouth beneath the floorboards is hungry.